So, instead of doing the usual introduction of I say the blah 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 blah, and then comes the intro music, and then we talk about the topic, I'm going to throw on the trailer for the new series that I've started called Guess What List We're In. Basically, me and battle rap friends, we all get together and we talk top 10s of a list. You know, we give a topic. Right now, what's already uploaded is the top 10 best slogans in battle rap, and next week is top 10 worst slogans. And this will be more sporadic. I'm loving the support that we've had so far. It means a lot to me, and I will keep doing it. Thank you so much. Here's the trailer. If you haven't seen it already, enjoy.
Listen, I could have had all the time in the world, yeah. I still have this disclaimer, yeah, that I don't believe there's 10 good slogans.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
Tell you what, you have rules. If you want to go to Wakey Wines and get a bottle of price for 20 quid or something and come back here with a real answer, yes, you can.
I've had a stinker.
Better rappers, you need better friends.
He just raps. You know what I mean? Like, God, yeah, might get some hate for putting that as number one. Okay. Wait, isn't Batman kind of blind?
Bats are
See that guy? Yeah?
Right.
He needs to stop chatting shit.
Right. Making Cammygbr look so good. I think that's what's going on.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Talking, you know. Everyone says they're wild takes until they see me. Hey, Cammygbr, we are here. So just want to take this little moment. I feel like I was supposed to do an Apex recap. Shout out Battle Rap Resume, but we couldn't quite get it work together because he'd watched the battles, he loved the event, and we wanted to go talk about it together. But there's so much going on in UK battle rap that I wanted to make a video, talk about that, and that. So, let's do it. Apex. Great event. Like, if you were booking event, the curve, or kind of like that, you know, it worked. Like it went from here and it ended here. So as an event, it worked. Really unfortunate what happened here with the loss of Shocks. Get to that. And Sense of cancelling out a month and a half in advance. But the battles were good though. The battles were good. Let's break them down real quick. As I was saying, it got from here to here. So Graza and Skomo. Not a great battle from both. Being 100%. They're both aware of that, so I'm not saying anything out of line. But I appreciate Graza's writing a lot. So Graza, I think there's kind of a bit of a perception of Graza of just having fun and just sort of, you know, whether you're 2-on-2 with a sex doll or kind of having funner angles and trying to bring the good times in battle rap back, where this time he really tried to attack Skomo in a way that not many would. I respect that a lot, that the attempt to attack. But Graza, you know, struggling through the material, choke, stumble here and there, just choppy throughout the battle. And Skomo, I guess Skomo was probably a bit inside himself as well since the Carlton battle. Like, battle rap is kind of Skomo's life. Like, and it's my life too, don't worry, no judgment. But because of how that battle went, you could see there was a little bit of an anticipation for him. Maybe wanting to get out of the way so he can have a break, or he didn't know if he would be able to come back so well because of that battle. And it was clearly, seeing him, I could see, oh, he's thought too much about this. He just needs to do him. Like, but it was a fine enough battle, but I think Graza's material had so much potential, he just couldn't get it out. And Skomo just needed that little moment to warm up. That little moment. There was one moment, it's so funny, because like Graza started off the first round, and like, battle rap is so inclusive. I love that about battle rap. And this event in particular, a lot of people with wheelchairs, and a lot of people that struggle to walk and whatnot, and naturally put them at the front because they're not going to be able to see over other people. But they all congregated around Graza's side as Graza is using like what I don't would say slurs really, but like older language we'll call it. And looks over and goes, I don't know why you're stood there beside me. Like, they were all on his side. And then he just went off on ScoMo being disabled. And, oh, that was funny. But, yeah, it took ScoMo a bit of time to warm up. He must have overthought it. And Graza did what Graza could do. I said this to Graza. I actually like the material. And I want more of that. More like you can have the jokes, but the attack. Battle rap, you have to have a bit of venom. You have to have that bit of the sting has to come with it. Rivers and Ark was a great example of just stings. So I think for Graz to keep it up, man, I'm going to be there for the next event coming up. I would say 2-1 ScoMo. I would say just maybe 3-0, maybe 2-1, giving Graz the first. But I think by the end of the battle, the energy kind of depleted. Pro versus Tech, good battle. It was a good battle, and what was needed, I don't know what it is. Tech's great. He's much louder talking than he is rapping. But that might be a vocal strain or something. I'm not 100% sure. Just how he comes across, like you hear it great on the camera. You hear it great. But if you're at the back of the room, you kind of don't. It's very enclosed to like him and his opponent. And I appreciate him trying to rap to the crowd more. Like the optic was if I'm here looking at the crowd, Crow is like here. And Tech is like kind of behind Crow, projecting to the crowd. But still didn't quite get that across. And Crow is so consistent. You know, the material's all there. Able to get further in the back of the crowd. I think the battle was fine, but the battle was always going to be cursed from the start. I feel like Tech got the first, and then the second and third were really close. I might have been Crow winning the second and third, but I remember Tech having this really good Avengers bar. But close battle. That could flip either way. Then we got to Ark and Rivers. This is where the energy picked up. We went, woo! Like, this is the only battle I was on stage for. I didn't want to be all in the place. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying the crowd. You know, there's a stage. Don't have to be there all the time. I'm learning that more and more. So, this battle, Rivers, straight through the attack, just at Ark, and there's points where he's like poking his chest. It's like, yes, I miss this kind of intensity in battle rap. Like, everyone knows everyone, so why would anyone be annoyed? I get that. Sometimes you just need that little extra attack. And Rivers had that. But Ark, everything he was swinging was hitting. I think Ark won it. It might have been all 3 rounds. It might have been, but that's not to say that Rivers lost. It was one of those where you might have just got pipped to the post because Ark is just performing more. And Rivers is trying to talk to you. Ark is trying to talk to you in the crowd. And it come across a little... There was a little difference between the two, but that's not to say that Rivers wasn't great. And on camera, it's a way closer battle than it felt in the building. Way closer battle. So if you have Rivers winning, no issue. Ark to me just covered more ground. Sean Cray and Frankie Frazier. Bang. What a battle, man. What a battle. This was one of those that you kind of knew it was going to be a good battle, but you didn't know how good it was going to be. Because the styles are so different, and this is absolutely Sean Cray's biggest challenge. Not in a... Like, he's faced Quill in a 1-rounder, and he's had Raws, and he's had opponents in different areas where the odds were against him, O'Shea and all that, but style-wise, Frankie was that next level. Quill would be there too, but it was a 1-rounder and 2 days prep. Anything would happen. But with Frankie Frazier so polished, and the ghost punch style of 4 bars, and then rhyming after the 4th bar, the next line, the classic one, better in time like a cellar line. I think this one was another veteran dead, lest we forget. Like, bro, like, and that's the thing though. Like, for Frankie, for being such a seasoned battle rapper, Sean Cray was out there looking like a fucking pro. The glasses and like the Cray twins lines and whatnot, and just having the whole persona. The crowd is with him. Sean Cray was looking like a fucking star. He needs these pushes next. Like, I'm not against Sean Cray and Maverick. I'm not against that at all. At this point, Sean, if it's not an international, like, Sean needs to be shooting for the stars. On the initial watch live, I think it was one of those where, again, like Ark and Rivers, nobody lost, but someone got pipped. And I think, and maybe I'm just going for those that are entertaining the crowd more, and those, like, had the more reactions and whatnot. Naturally, I think Sean Cray might have got that. But, great battle from both. Incredible. And it was a great way to then lead to the title match. So the title match happens because Shocks doesn't arrive. Now, Sensa, whatever, bye-bye. Respect you, Sensa. Respect you a lot. If you're not with it, cool. Just enjoy as a fan. Shocks, man. Shocks. I was lucky to be one of those that seen the messages. You were coming. Then you didn't. Now, I want to say, I want to give the benefit of the doubt, like, this could be a mental health thing. It could be where, in the moment, you're at the end, it's, oh, I need to rap now, I need to get there, oh, I'm too nervous. Totally understand that. But if this is like the third time this has happened, and people have invested in you being back in the culture, you are wasting people's time and people's money. Like, that's, the event was good, the event was fine, the event, because of the cancellations, wasn't the event it was supposed to be. But Apex is kind of littered with that history of battles not quite, not battles, but events not quite living up to what they're supposed to be because of cancellations. It's littered with it. So you coming back was a hope. It was, you've given us your word that you're going to be here. So someone like me will travel 400 something miles, stay in London for 2 nights to see you live. Versus Viz, who right now, there's a conversation with him being Battle of the Year, but he doesn't have the Shocks battle anymore. So it's up in question. Now Gemini's looking like a possible winner. Now Maverick is way closer in that conversation of Battler of the Year. Viz's time and Viz's prestige and his kind of standard that he set the whole year is affected because you're not here. I'm not the only one with the thoughts on you cancelling. Shout out my boy Quill. He had a few words to say. I'll roll that. Hey, we got Quill here. The end of the plug. No, it's not even the plug. Apex now, man. How you feeling about the event, bro?
Do you know what? I bought my ticket and I feel like I underpaid. Like, I'm not even trying to sell that. Like, what an event, man! Like,
it was good, man.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm an honest person. I missed the first 2 battles, so I'll be honest. But the 3 or 4 battles I caught, 3. Absolutely fire, insane, worth my money, exceeded my expectations, which were high already. Such talent that we have in the UK, man. Like,
okay, so what is, like, we were currently in a position where we were like, okay, we had 2 battles, like we had Crow versus Tech, right, and then Ark and Rivers back to back. We were supposed to have Shocks.
Right. We're gonna talk about Shocks.
I feel like we need to. I feel like we need to. Because Shocks
Shocks
is.
has been called like it's personal because obviously he cancelled me twice, and you know I slagged him off on the message. I'm quite hot-headed, so I messaged him. You know, you're a dickhead, whatever. He messaged me back. Cool. But since his return, we've had communication and it's been cordial, right? And it's like, okay, he's gonna come back.
What is his return? You said since his return, he's not returned
in
yet.
my heart, like on the space, everything. I think I said, oh, he's not gonna return. But in my head, this guy's done interviews. He's had contact with the leagues.
He had.
He has to.
I'm gonna say this for you, Quill. He has one interview.
Right, he has one interview.
One interview, and we went, okay, he's fine to come back.
Listen, I'm disgusted, man. Like what Shocks has done is like he's sold fan streams. He's messed with the league. Not only me, who's cancelled twice, and another battler, I can't remember who cancelled one. He's now cancelled on visual. So he's made battle rappers prepare for months and months to bring. And listen, Shocks was a high-level battler. So
absolutely.
when you're preparing for Shocks, you're not preparing a little bit. You're really preparing for this guy.
So
there's been 4 different occasions where there's been preparation for this guy at the highest level, and this guy hasn't showed up. And as far as I'm concerned, listen, I'm gonna put it on blast because you know I don't give a shit. You know I like to give insight. I like to be truthful. This guy's communicating with Premier Battles on the day. This guy's saying, I want this as my as my +1. I want X, Y, and Z, and then you don't show. Now I'm confused. I'm like, is this guy an attention whore? Is this guy got cold feet at last minute? Either way, maybe there is an understandable reason, but it's not acceptable.
there's a part of me that, like, I spoke to a few people about it. I wondered if it was a mental health problem, where when it time comes around, you just
Possibly a
fucking
mental
shit
health
it.
problem, but I'm asking people, like, did you ever think that this guy, like, did he always know he was never gonna turn up, or did he just get cold feet on the day? You know what really breaks my heart, Cammy, yeah, is that there's 2 or 3 fans. I love to interact with the fans.
Absolutely.
And there's 2 or 3 people that said, you know what, I bought my ticket today
To
so I
see
wanted to
Shocks.
Shocks.
I was close to one of them. I know there's a great event, but I was so happy to see.
I came here to see Shocks.
I
love visual, and I feel guilty because like I give some of the newcomers a hard time. We're giving visual a hard time.
Facts.
You know, Shocks is gonna body you. Just giving them a hard time. You know, I'm only joking, but and then he doesn't turn up. And you know what? When fans are coming up to me and saying, "I bought my ticket to see," listen, not one of them after my conversation with them left disappointed because. BIZZO and Gemini was crazy.
It was a great
Sean
battle.
Cray and Frankie
Yeah.
was crazy. Ark and Rivers was crazy. So all of them was like, oh no, bro, I had the best time.
So,
But there's 3. No, let me.
Okay.
Sorry.
On you go,
There's
on you
3
go.
I come up to at least 3 fans, and I haven't interacted with hardly anyone. But 3 fans told me they bought their ticket to see Shocks. Now when bro, not only did you cancel 3 times there, to cancel a 4th time, I thought, nah, you can't.
That's
do that.
rough. It's
Absolutely
so rough.
disgusting. Shocks, if you're watching this, yeah, you're absolute scumbag. And this ain't no.
I would agree. I would agree.
never battle you in my life. If I was, I put out a tweet. I was like, yo, I hope, as a joke, you know, like visual is very high level now. He's grown. But I put as a tweet. I was like, I hope Shocks bodies visual, so then I can battle.
It's worth
battle.
you battling
I
if he
would
beats
never battle. I will
BIZZO.
never give you that respect. You are absolute scum. Because you've let down leagues, you've let down fans, you've let down battlers, you've wasted people's money, you've wasted people's time.
Yeah.
Absolute scumbag. Absolute. Listen, it's okay to maybe not show up. It's not okay, but we can understand. Maybe not showing up once, twice. What you've done today is absolutely disgusting. I never want to see Shocks again.
And for whatever reason, Raptor was in the building. The boy is just chaos in a bottle. Yeah, he was kicking about, and this was before the main event announcement of who was battling who. And because he was in the building, Briggs was able to say, oh yeah, so the people who are in the building are facing Rum and Jazz. Like, oh, well, Bobby and Raptor. I feel like you'd probably make Bobby do 2 battles on one card. It's not the first time he's probably done that, but you'd make him do it. And then he just didn't. However, they'd say this.
Guess who's back in the motherfucking house? Yeah, shout with fucking 2 and 2 scapegoat.
Is that official? Is that official?
It's official.
Oh, it's-
Scapegoat is December.
Excuse me for being a bit drunk, okay? Excuse me. Just enjoying myself. My throat goes when I start drinking because I'm like louder and fuck it off. Title match. So it's out on YouTube now. Check it out. Link will be in the description. Great battle. Like, incredible. And it was one of those where you thought it was going a certain way, like after the first round, and then the comeback story to come and snatch it from the very clutches of a loss. So, first round, Gemini's doing his thing. Gemini's getting the crowd on his side. Gemini's going off. I think not dry spots, but there's some moments I think he probably thought he was getting more reaction for, and then just continued rapping instead. But it was enough to get the crowd on his side, and then BIZZO just took the energy and went up there with it. I think BIZZO might have had bar of the battle.
It would work out, because with that approach, well, I might come unstuck. Besides, I can get a perfectly good body using gem, like a diamond push-up. Nice! Nice! What is your profession? You're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. Bring any one of your little squad for the next 2 rounds. I'm leaving 3 nights dead. You all know me as the hotel manager, right? Well, be my guest. I'm too
Popped. That was one of those where, oh, BIZZO's not playing. Like, it was great to see BIZZO still in the fight. But by the second and third, Gemini comes back, he gets the second, and it's all 1-1 going into the third, and BIZZO kind of cuts it a little short, or how it perceives to be a little short in comparison to Gem, and Gem just goes, give me that, I am the Roman Reigns, I am the Twin League champion, I am that guy. Incredible battle. Like, it was a definite title match. But what is scary now is we have a Gem who's won every title you can win apart from this new Continental one. We now have a free agent BIZZO Bond who can just do whatever he wants. Obviously there's a loyalty to Premier Battles, but he can do what he wants. He could do a lot with what he has now. He can do a lot now, not being tied to a title. He could kind of do what he wanted anyway. He was fucking off the King of the Dot and iBattle and whatnot, but I don't know, could be a BIZZO on No's chat. This could be a BIZZO on Membarz. Don't Flop return. He could, he's not got anything tied to him. Now he can just battle who he wants and doesn't have to battle like it's a title defense. Because when you've got something at stake, you kind of have to battle defensively as well. Now you could face Quill and just be attack, and you don't have to worry about the other person's angle because you're just like, I think personally, I do think that's the battle to happen. Like a Quill and BIZZO in 2025. I'm just saying. But Gem, man, Gem. Salute to the captain. He's took over battle rap in 2 year he's taken over. Comes back and all of a sudden every title's his. He just takes everything. Oh, Gemini, I get everything. Congratulations. It's earned. Appreciate you. We appreciate BIZZO Bond for the time in battle rap and holding on to the Premier Battles title and being a face for so long. Now it's a new age now. I'm looking forward to see what Gemini does with the title. So real quick, we've got a few other things happening in battle rap that I want to talk about in this video. It's just a UK battle rap chit chat, I guess. He used to call it UK battle rap roundup. So Don't Flop have got their event coming up. I think it's this weekend. By the time this comes out, it's probably about 5 days away. So I kind of want to just do a bit of a rapid fire of who I think will win. Because it's an interesting card. It's a very interesting card. And, you know, I think we should always try and keep an eye on what Don't Flop is doing. Because Don't Flop is the home of... This is like UK Battle Rap's original home. It's the place. It all started here. We do have to respect it. So let's fire through it. Pamphlet versus Soweto Kinch. That's okay. That's okay. I think Soweto Kinch is more of a veteran than people tend to give him credit for. Pamphlet still has the energy of Don't Flop, so I don't see Pamphlet losing. However, Soweto has been one of the most consistent battle rappers in Don't Flop. Like, in regards to like battles and whatnot and good performances, he's been pretty consistent. I think Pamphlet may have a bit of the glow there, so I'm going to go with Pamphlet 2-1 edge. Now, Mixie versus Danny Jack. Now, we were just talking about this at the Apex event because Danny was with us. We were all in the queue waiting to go in, right? And Danny had brought up Mixie, and Mixie's not someone that's really been in my head as a return. I don't know, maybe. I don't remember many Mixie battles, I'll be 100% honest. Like, maybe it wasn't one of those that I was totally focused on, but I like that Danny Jack's kind of going on this side quest route. You know, because Danny Jack's Danny Jack, and that's who he is. How much does he earn facing a new guy who's competitive? You know? He should take the returns. You come back here, Danny Jack, Pamphlet. I think it might be a rematch. Can't remember. You know, do the side quests. Lunar Sea's on a similar energy. I'm just going to do my thing. I'll do what I want. I'm not going to try and battle someone that, so I could be a better MC. We know Danny Jack. We know that, you know he has the ability. Just let him do what he wants. It's fun. He was quite excited for this Mixie battle. I'm going to go Danny Jack just because I can't quite remember Mixie. Moke versus Impact. Moke needed a fight back after the dojo battle. And best believe Impact will bring it up. I think Moke is probably maybe Moke's maybe got a little more attack on him than Impact. Shout out Impact though. He was one of the first people when I came to Battle Rap. Not when I came to Battle Rap. When I went to Summer Madness, he was at the PG event and we ended up chilling for like the whole night. Like, Impact is a good guy. But I think in the circuit of Battle Rap right now, Moke is maybe a little higher on the list than Impact. So I'm going to go with Moke. But I wouldn't be surprised if Impact's performance and how he projects kind of engulfs Moke a little bit. Moke will really need to get his point across to the back of the room, to the back of the area, so that everyone can hear. Shawnee B versus Raz Ren. Shout out Shawnee, man. Shout out Rez too. Both good guys. I think this should be fun. Obviously, Raz Ren has kind of had that little the controversy on Twitter X. Not going to say any more about it. If it's brought up in the battle, okay, cool. If not, okay, cool. You know, but they're both good guys. I've had good interactions with them both. I think the battle does tend to land on that angle. That if Shawnee B does it effectively, great. If not, it can really fall flat. Like, Graz had just had this intense angle and it kind of fell flat. Not that it fell flat because of the material, that was more performance, but because he was relying on it, then when he didn't get that point across, it kind of fell apart. So as long as Shawnee B can get that point across, I think he'll win. But Razren is super consistent. Razren's kind of been one of Don't Flop's golden boys for a little minute now. I think the last event at Checkpoint really proved that he's a cherished member of Don't Flop. So if Shawnee B wants to try and attack that image, that might take a bit of work to do. I'll go with Shawnee B, but I wouldn't be surprised if Razren just kind of has that presence around him where he just says something, the crowd gets it, and the crowd, not that they turn on Shawnee, but that they don't give him the just due credit because this guy's just made you look like a dick for no reason. Marlow versus Enigma. Now, I think Enigma might watch this. I'm going to apologize. I told him I did a bit of a recap of Checkpoint. When I didn't, I did a recap of the birthday event. So that's between me and you. That's an apology. This is a good battle, man. This is a good battle. Marlow is obviously Marlow. Marlow is a great writer. Marlow is kept in the culture throughout most of this new generation. Enigma is kind of on this rollout that he's back. It's hard to say because I think Marlow writes to his opponent. Whether he means that or not, I think he writes to his opponent. So, like, there's been battles where he's battled, like, Pedro or whatnot, tried to take the funnier angle, he pulled out the banana and whatnot. And then there's the Quill battle where it's a bit more intense, so he figures out the angles, and, you know, and like Dead Man, and he's a different version there. Marlow writes to his opponent. How do you write for Enigma? Do you do the jokes? Do you do the disrespect? Or how do you get the point across? It's quite difficult to, I think. And Enigma will do what Enigma does. That, no matter what, he will do what he does. But Marlow is skilled enough to replicate that. You know what? I'll go with Marlow 2-1. That's probably one of the closer battles of the card. Just because Enigma is a one of one. He's literally an Enigma. So no matter what he does, he'll do it well. It's how does Marlow incorporate that? Marlow's clever enough to, but this would be a difficult one to write. Zen versus Lady Shocker, on-beat battle. Lady Shocker's cool. I've met Lady Shocker at the Membarz event. She was doing like the photos and stuff, and she's kind of part of that Membarz circle. But Zen's been a champ for a while, and he just beat Marv. I'm going to go with Zen because he's a specialist in these on-beat battles. One, Yunnan versus Tongue Twister. Tongue Twister has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. If he beats Yunnan and it's Tongue Twister versus Gemini, you know what? I love Yunnan. I've got no problem with Yunnan at all. A really good guy to me. And great energy and whatnot, and as a fucking stallion in battle rap. Well, not just UK battle rap, in battle rap. Like, in definitely someone that so many people have picked their styles from, worked on their multis, worked on their imagery because of Yunnan. But if Twister wins, it's like my head would say, okay, Yunnan's going to win because Yunnan, respectfully, Yunnan's a much more talented battle rapper, has had all the accolades, has all of everything, all the bets are riding on Yunnan for experience, presence, material, writings, like the writing skill, projection, all of this stuff. All the boxes are ticked there. But if Twister my heart says Twister can win. Because I want to live in that parallel universe. I want to live on that universe where Twister versus Gemini happens. And then Gemini has to battle someone that doesn't take themselves seriously and is way more, respectfully, on a joke thing, as they would say. Way more on that end. That's a very funny thought to me. Because I think Gemini will struggle to write someone that doesn't take themselves serious. Yunnan, you have your angles, and Yunnan's he's a very open book, but you know what to say to Yunnan. What do you say to Tongue Twister? His name is Tongue Twister. He does not care. He doesn't care. That being said, Yunnan will probably win it, but I love you, Yunnan, but there's a part of me that's rooting for fucking Tongue Twister because I just want to live in that universe.
Yo, I know this is in the middle of the whole video and it might come quite jarring. The same day as the Don't Fuck card, Premier Battles, got the Undisclosed return. It's got a few clashes on there, so let's just very quickly go through that too. Ojo and Quicksilver versus Fusion and Hamel. I think that's Fusion's return. I've got to go with the boys though. Shout out Quicksilver the first time meeting him. What a guy. And Dojo is, yeah, I've got them winning for now, pretty clear. Let's go, my boys. McCoy versus Patch. I'm gonna abstain for now. I think McCoy did do a short circuit not long ago, but see how they get on. Sam Hypes versus Dub T. Dub T probably getting that. Sam Hypes should be way higher up than where he is. And I think Dub T probably could see this as another opportunity upwards, but Sam Hypes shouldn't be in the middle of the card. Sam Hypes should be main eventing versus someone. He's been here for a while. Kingsley versus Gwame. Actually a good battle between the two. Probably closer than people might think. I know the instant reaction is say Kingsley, but Gwame a sneaky little fucker. I'll go with Kingsley, but Gwame been around a long time. He knows what he's doing. Caveman versus Gas Buff. For once, I'm actually going to bet against Gas Buff. The only reason is Gas Buff is about to kind of quit to be a staff member. So he's just filling out his obligations. So there's maybe a little urgency to finish things. Caveman is a very good rapper. So Caveman knows what he's up against here. Gas Buff can pull anything, a rabbit out the hat or whatever. I've got Caveman winning that. Mackenzie and Red Wolf. I spoke to Red Wolf at Apex. He seemed focused, but it's Mackenzie, man. Mackenzie, one of the best writers in the UK. Red Wolf will have to pull out something special to beat Mackenzie. I've got Mackenzie 2-1 for now, clear. But Red Wolf, man, if he's focused on it, he can win. But Mackenzie's just, yeah, I put Mackenzie at such a high standard that to me, there's not many in UK battle rap that can actually beat him.
To finish this off, Membarz, end of the month. I will be in the building. This will be exciting. I'm looking forward to this. I think we've got a Battle of the Year contender right here. So let's break it down. Kid Villain versus Max Tatum. I've seen a few Max Tatum battles. He's fine, but I feel like he left battle rap, and then he's just kind of made a return. Kid Villain, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know many of the Membarz circuit. I really don't. So it's hard for me to say that Kid Villain might win. I don't know him. I know Max Tatum, so I'm probably leaning on him. But you know, this one, I don't have no skin in the game. Genesis 1 versus Graza. The only reason I'm going with Graza is Graza's told me he's got to kill the next person. So Genesis 1 in the fire. In you go. I don't know Genesis 1. Again, another one of this Membarz circuit. But Graza is accomplished in UK battle rap. So I think if I knew Genesis 1, I probably would go Graza anyway. BMF Alz versus Benny P. This one could be close. I don't know what BMF Alz will do if Benny B pulls up with the IKEA bucket hat and the little shoes. I don't know what he gonna do, because that's like the superpower moves from Benny of just having alternative clothing. But Benny P has the ability to neutralize a lot of what BMF Alz will do. But this is Membarz. Neutralizing doesn't really work. You attack the person. Tailoring his writing not to diffusing, but to leaving a mark on a battle rapper. For now, I'm going BMF Alz, because BMF Alz has the projection, quite big stature lad, in a performance aspect. He will have the crowd on him as long as the material matches how he's saying it. Kick Nelly versus Frost. I thought Kick had retired, but I guess not. I'm sure he said Yunnan was the last one, but I like seeing Kick being back, man. He didn't end on a bad note. Like that Yunnan battle wasn't okay. Yeah, he fell on the floor, but he did have good moments, good pockets in the battle. And you've got a Frost who, fortunately enough, he's not back to where he was. So you might have got him at a good time, or you've got him at the worst time where he needs to climb back up. In a new crowd like Membarz, Frost always does well in a new crowd, in a new league. Like from my recollection, almost every debut that Frost does is a good one, and afterwards the consistency falls apart a little bit. But every debut is good, so you might fuck around and get the best Frost you've ever had, and that could be scary because Frost has that ability, and he's not taking this battle to fuck up. He's never taken a battle to do so. He's taken a battle to do what he can, and he needs to. He can be the best, and he needs to be the best. So Kick, you might be in the line there. I'm gonna go 2-1 Frost because of that. Because the odds are possibly stacked against Frost, and Frost needs to fight. Where Kick can kick back and chill, like he battled Yunnan, he's done what he's needed to do. Frost needs this. And here we are. Battle of the Year contender. Oof. Oof. I knew this battle was happening maybe a couple of weeks before it got announced, and I was able to find out the event and whatnot and get my travel and all that sorted out because I needed to be there for this battle. Maverick versus Whispers. This has all the potential to be the battle of the year. Maverick right now is on a great run. He's on a great run with beating Visual and beating Oppa, having CJA in October, and Whispers, like, it's not a bad year for him at all. And Maverick is annoyingly there's some sort of like presentation about him that he just draws people in, and people kind of follow his journey. This will be tough to do on this crowd though, and it's Whispers, the most electrifying Whispers, you know, like you hear Whispers outside the venue, you hear Whispers, that's a bar, hearing Whispers outside, that's a bar, but you hear him everywhere. Like, no matter where you are, you're going to catch the material and he'll hit you with that. And the 99th level, like he'll do all that and everyone will get involved and jump around, and it is a strapped in at the end of the day. Maverick has to work around that. And the main event in a Fiddler's Elbow, here, last time I was in the Fiddler's Elbow, it was BIZZO Bond and Tony D, so I've got high expectations for this one. This has to be an amazing battle. Like, they're both talking big shit. Like, there's been a couple of spaces of them facing off and they are talking smack. Funky deal. I've got a feeling this battle is going to turn into me, probably because I know Maverick is a friend and I've got Maverick winning because he's just that fucking good. But it's going to turn into like me, Maverick, probably in the back, Frost, Graza, probably, us, and then whoever else at Dribs and Drabs versus the whole of Membarz. Like, but it should be a movie. Like, even LV the General's probably over there. Like, it will be a movie. This will be fucking lit, as the kids would say. This is going to be high performance, high energy, both amazing writers, different styles, both aggressive. This is one of those that is literally the best of the best outcome. Like, this is a good match on paper and will be a good match live. When I knew this was happening, I had to sort something out to be there. This should be everything that we expect. And it's not often nowadays you actually get a battle when it's like two worlds collide. This is the one of the best in the UK, in that UK battle rap pocket, in this kind of Membarz pocket we've also got here. This is a real get together. Everyone, share the whole culture. Cammygbr, what the fuck am I doing with my hands? Next week, well, this Friday coming, because this should be out on Tuesday, top 10 worst slogans in battle rap, man. It's spicy.
I feel just how